Hi, everyone. Thank you so much and welcome back. I hope wherever you are today, you're feeling grounded. There's things that you're looking forward to, and you're feeling fully empowered in your life. This is one of the best parts of my life, connecting with you. So, today I want to dive into a topic that I hope you find interesting. I think most of us could relate very well with this topic. Build a bear. Build a bear relationships. What you can do, what should you do when the stuffing, as in the stuff, to really move forward powerfully in a relationship just isn't there? What can you do when Build-A-Bear syndrome is swirling? I think most of us are aware of the cute little store, Build-A-Bear Workshop. It's where you can go, take your children for the day, and actually build your own unique teddy bear. And they have it set up in little stations. And in one station, first thing you do is pick which bear you want, just the kind of the empty, stuffless body of your bear. Then you move to the stuffing. What kind of stuffing do you want in it? Then you move to the clothing and accessory. One of the last things they do is drop a heart in the bear, and then they sew it up, and voila, you have a lovely bear to take home with you. And I think this is just as cute as it can be. Lovely concept. We go once a year to build our little bear. But however, when we're talking about the building blocks of a relationship, the build a bear syndrome is a completely different story. I mean, at the end of the day, and this is a real talk, reality based programming. At the end of the day, either the stuffing is there inside of the relationship to move forward powerfully. Either you have the stuff, they have the stuff, and you have that collective mix of stuffing together that makes something special, magical, or you don't. Is really, I mean, we kind of go back and forth with this, but it's really much more simplistic than we want to make it. And if that stuffing is not there, ultimately what you're going to end up with is a rag doll instead of the beautiful fluffy teddy bear that you had intended. I was recently sitting with a woman. She was just at her wits' end, so frustrated. So, Sheila, I met this man. I have done everything that I can to just put some ambition into him. I've written resumes. I've applied for jobs on his behalf. I've, tell him, take my car, go look around, have some interviews. He just doesn't seem to want to work. He says he does, but he just, I mean, he's on the couch. He's, doing this, that, and the third, but he's just not making strong contribution. And I ended up having opportunity to meet this individual. And what he said to me was very telling. He said, listen, she knew what I was when she met me. I have a more relaxed personality. I do want to work. I'm going to get to that, but it's just something I'm going to have to do in my own time. Now, take it how you want it, but really, I took it as some code nonsense for I'm just not really interested in working. And having said this, I'm not making an indictment on him because we all have a right to our own personal constitution. It's just like, is your preference blue or pink? Do you want to live in Mexico or do you want to live in Colorado? Everyone has a right to choose and to decide. But on the flip side, you also have a right to decide if you're going to engage in a build a bear type situation for your relationship. I was sitting with another gentleman, and again, build a bear scenario, very frustrated, says, Sheila, my partner just is not affectionate. And I thought as I would go on, we match in some areas, but the affection, hand holding, just intimacy, just the general softness, warmth, being kind isn't there. And I'm trying to talk and suggesting books and let's really try to work on this, but there just doesn't seem to be an interest and really turn that over, because if there was, I feel like I would see more. And I agreed. When people are interested, when they're interested in changing new ways, compromising, accommodating needs and aspects of their counterpart, you'll see traction. And when that's not happening, sometimes it's just for the simple fact that that capacity that you're looking for is the stuff. The stuffing just is not there. And, again, I'm a firm believer that everyone has the absolute right to their own constitution, and it can be very damaging. It can be very damaging on both ends of the relationship to try to pull someone across a finish line that you've put in place, because this is what you have in your mind. This is who and what they need to be for you to be okay in the relationship. That's very damaging. It's draining for you. It's draining for you, and it becomes degrading for the other person. When I was 28 years old, I met a man. We got to the point in the relationship where we're kind of like laying out our vision for the future. And it was, in no short order, it dawned on me that there were certain things that he really wanted in a future long-term partner. And not, again, they weren't necessarily negative things, but that I was not equipped nor did I have the desire to go in that direction. And it just got to the point where I entertained it for a bit, and it just got to the point where I had to say, listen, what you want is it's not in me. It's not in me. I'm not interested in it being in me. This is just not something this is going to be positive and productive moving forward. The individual got upset, became angry, taking that personally. And really what I was doing, and when someone does not have the capacity, or they don't have the desire to cross the finish line that you put in place, that's a release. That's something ultimately, you can be upset. I've been in that spot too, but ultimately you say, oh, thank you. This was not a match. This just was not a match. Because when you try to do the build a bear, there are some things that a person, again, back to that personal constitution, there are things inside of individuals that propel them forward, that are tied to their hopes, dreams, and their purpose here on this planet. And if that purpose is to sit on the couch with a beer, okay, God bless, if that's what you want for your life. If that purpose is to set the world on fire in other ways, God bless you on that one too. But there are things, the stuff inside of a person that is directly attached to their destiny and their destination in life. And you can try to build it, cajole them, do as much as you can. If the stuff ain't there, and I say this in great compassion, you're on a fool's errand. You're on a fool's errand. And I don't want any of my subscribers running errands that are worthless. And I think it's only something that you have to go inside of yourself and answer. So what do you do? What do you do? Ultimately, the question becomes, is the stuff there? Is the basic makings of what I need there, of what we would need to move forward in a happy, productive relationship? Is it there? That's either a yes or that's a no. That's not a question where you answer in the middle. That's like saying, are you pregnant, or are you kind of pregnant? You're either pregnant or you're not. There's really no in between. And please don't confuse what I'm saying with meeting someone and enjoying the transformational power of love and support. That's a totally different story. Sometimes the stuff inside someone, it is there. It might be dormant. And the love and the support will help it to blossom and to help it grow. I can certainly point to myself. When I met my husband nearly a decade ago, he had some good stuff cooking inside of him. I had some good stuff, and we have both exponentially grown, personally grown in our relationships, grown in our career, in our business, because the stuff was there. We're interested in that love, growth, positive transformation. So don't mistake what I'm saying, that you may meet someone that really, that piece that was missing for them really was that love, support, and plugging some resources in, but they had the stuff inside of them to receive it. That's the difference. Sometimes the stuff, the vision that you may have set out is just not a match. And hopefully something I said here today will resonate. And where that match is not there, free yourself up. Free yourself up. Put that energy in a direction where you can yield that positive fruit, that good fruit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.